Good morning, good morning. Hello, friends. Welcome to the Comfy Nest with Grace here on, what day is it? Tuesday, October 10th. Thanks for being here. Today I'm streaming only on YouTube, but I will likely share this video recording over on Facebook, maybe in a week or so. Not sure when I get to it. We got several things on the lineup. You can see I got something on my table already. Um, I'm eager to get started because I have so much I want to do today. So I hope you find me easily. And if you're having trouble finding me, maybe what you need to do over here on YouTube is make sure to subscribe to the channel and make sure your bell notifications show that you get all notifications so that you know when I'm live. That would help both you and me. So let's see. Here's my little reminder going across the screen. And you can see both cameras well, so that's good. I have my heat running. Can you guys hear that? I had to put a little space heater in the room because I'm freezing. We're going to work on this junk journal today, the one I've been working on most recently. I'm going to grab my chair so I can sit down. Let me know when you found me. I have a couple of things to chat with you about. Hey, Debbie. Hi, Diana. Thanks for saying hello. Welcome, friends. Last bit of a protein shake. I'm going to put this aside for, well, let's do this thing first just to get it out of the way. And it actually may be easier if I just use this because this is kind of big. Okay, I've showed you this before. I use these paper towels all over my house, like everywhere where there's a sink. These are in that room. They're also in the garage. I buy them. They come like a case of them comes with, I don't know, like 12 boxes. So they last us a very long time. They're way more economical than buying regular like house paper towels. So I don't mind this. Other than the fact that I thought recently, this is really ugly sitting on my kitchen counter. So recently I did some Chocateur magic on this box. It's the same thing, right? It's the same box. This was what was in my kitchen for the last month or so. I feel like we went through these paper towels really quickly. Anyway, I took this part apart so that I could cheat. I wasn't going to do this, but I'm going to do it. I said, no, I'm not going to do that. I'll just paint a new box. Somebody asked me, are you going to paint a box every month? No. I was going to, but forget about it, girls. Mama, I've got no time. So, whoa, new box. I'm going to, if I can, this could be interesting. We're gonna slip all of this into the painted box, and then we are going to glue it closed. That's my goal. This is really big though and thick. I made 2 sets of hands. I didn't think this through cleverly enough. All right, there we go. Maybe we can get it, girls. Maybe, just maybe, Gracie can get this done. It's just this box has been so cute on my counter. No matter which way it lands, we move it around all the time because we use it for everything, these paper towels. So we're moving this box around all the time. I painted it black. I did a little bit of distressing with gray. And then I chalked in eggshell blue the bumblebee on one side and hello on the other side. So now I'm just going to glue this closed. I don't know how long this is going to like last in terms of, am I going to be able to do this again, the gluing thing? But if I can do it once, I feel real good about that because it's so darn cute. So I'm just going to put a blob of hot glue on these. I tried to, I can see that I tried to double tape it, use double-sided tape, and that didn't work to hold it closed. I better take this off because it's just going to melt. Oh, if I can get it off. Now my glue is going to be getting cold. All right, here we go. There we go. Well, it's just kind of like a household thing that wasn't necessary, but it's kind of crafty, so I figured I'd include you guys. No double-sided glue on this because it didn't work. It didn't work on the other ones. I thought, why bother putting it on both? Yeah, this is going to be ready, and I'm so excited about that. All right, all done. Now I got a cute box instead of an ugly commercial-looking box for my kitchen. Project number 1. Complete. I have 2 sets of Happy Mail to open, and I got some new rice papers in the shop that I wanted to show to you guys. Did you see my video about the newest welcome gift for new Craft Therapy Club members? Guys, I am not seeing any comments, so I hope the live. I see Debbie, that's the most recent comment, Debbie Gravoy, and she was here like immediately when I came on. So 4 minutes have passed, no comments. I am getting nervous that you guys can't hear and see me. So I better get onto YouTube and see what the scoop is. Are you just super quiet? Is that what's going on? No, I don't want YouTube music. I want just regular old YouTube people. No, I'm live. I can see it. There I am. Just not a whole lot of commenting happening. Oh, good. Debbie, thanks for telling me that. Now I can see that she said, I can still hear you and see you. Okay, good. All right. What's everybody up to? Are you busy on your own right? Okay, I have some Happy Mail to open. And so let's get you over on this other table as well. Got Happy Mail to open. Flip that to protect addresses. And this is some of the new rice paper that I just added to the shop. And I thought since it's just all ready to go, I added it to the shop. They go into these little folders with their codes so that I can easily find them when you guys are shopping the store. I can easily fill orders. I couldn't think of my words, but I wanted to show you. Oh my gosh, we have some really cute vintage Santas coming your way. I absolutely love, and for a time I collected Santa Claus like dolls. You know, they're kind of on like their own little wooden platform, kind of like the carolers. They buy carolers. They come on like a little wooden platform. So they're not dolls like a plush doll in that sense. They're decorative, but I collected them for a while, but I really love the vintage Santas. I don't want modern stuff. I don't know why. I just really love the vintage. And look at this one with the puppy. And he's doing the bell ringing. It looks like he's having a sandwich, and there's the bell. Give for Christmas. He's got his little lunchbox, a thermos, and he has a sandwich in his hand, and it looks like he's sharing a little bit with the pup. So cute. So cute. This one is 8 minis. Still vintage scenes of vintage kids kind of playing in the snow. Right? They're cute. Cute, cute, cute. Just wanted to give you guys a quick sneak peek. Here's another vintage Santa. Love the American flag and his satchel there with all the toys. How cute is that? And then one more, just one more of these. And this one's a bunch of minis. These are really little, you guys. These would be great for making gift tags, ATC cards, that kind of stuff. They're not a uniform size. Like this one and this one is much smaller than, say, this one's one of the bigger. So is Santa and his sleigh. So there are a variety of sizes. This reminds me of my childhood right here. Those are the kinds of Christmas cards I remember when I was a kid that my mom and dad used to get. Okay, that's what's new in the store. I'll show you that. Okay. See, I don't want to knock anything over, but it may happen. Let's open some Happy Meal. Aren't they cute, Debbie? Oh, I love the vintage stuff. I love the vintage. I don't want to cut through any materials, so I'm holding it up to the light to see so I don't cut into any material. So this is Happy Mail from Carol. Miss Carol Stinson, if you're here. Hey, Kat, how are you? My sister Kat's here. Who else came in? Missy. Hello, Miss Missy. Welcome, welcome. All right, let's see. This is from Carol. She told me she was going to be sending me some more napkins. Let's see what little trick she has up her sleeves. And maybe there's something here we can use in the junk journal that we got going on. Oh my, there's a lot here actually. Okay, we got some fall. We got some florals. Oh, she's giving me simple panels. So these, they're not even full napkins. This one's even fussy cut with a couple of dragonflies. Love it. So these can go absolutely in my, this one I have a couple of panels. These could go in my keepsake journal for my napkins. This is really pretty. That's a pretty, pretty background. Oh, I love this. And I'm wondering if this would fit well. Now the colors are not this junk journal that we're working on is very pink, but I love that. I would love to find a place for that in that junk journal. So I'm going to put that one aside, Carol. Oh, look at a little bee gnome with his little wings. Very pretty. Okay, this one, remember me, this looks like a poem. Hold on, or a prayer, something like that. It's big though. Wow. I've never seen a napkin like that before. I won't read it all. It's rather long, but how cool is that? Nice, like greeting. That would be really good for a greeting card, obviously. So Carol Stinson, you treated me. Oh, some watermelon. Ooh, vintage. Vintage Christmas. I love. Carol, thank you for the gift. I want to keep these together so I remember who gave that to me. Thank you, Miss Carol. Hey, Mary Lanovic. Hello. What are you guys all doing today? It's Tuesday. I thought today was Wednesday when I woke up. This one, I don't know who it's from. It doesn't have a name on the outside, but it says, let's swap. So I'm wondering if this has to do with the ATC swaps. This kind of makes me nervous because I agreed to swap with one person, but somebody else, if they're sending me something, did I sign up to send? No, I couldn't have signed up to swap with another person and forgot to send it to them, did I? Making me nervous. I don't know who it's from. And actually, no cards so far. It's just this little package. It's really cute. I want to salvage, of course. You know me. I want to salvage the paper. Washi tape. There we go. I'm opening this like my dad used to open gifts. Like super careful with thought to keep things intact so that they could be reused. That's how my dad opened every present. It used to drive me crazy as a kid because I'd be like, open it, and he'd be taking his sweet time, being all careful about it. I'd be like, just open it. We want to know what you got. Now as an adult, I'm much more patient. Oh, maybe there is a note. Well, they have the, yay, Karen Hodges. Good on you, girl. She put on the back, you know, those little, the trading card, like info sheets. Oh, and here's the little note. Look how sweet this little note is. Karen, this ATC reminds me of your boys. Hope you enjoy the cards. Oh, cute. I really enjoy making them. God bless Karen Hodges. Karen, I will be sending you one. I don't think that we together signed up in the ATC Mystery Box group, the paid membership group. Every month we're doing ATC swaps inside that group with the members. And we've done one so far. We have one going on right now, like the sign up part of it. And I didn't think I had signed up to swap with Karen, but I'm happy too. So thank you for sending. Look at how cute that one is. Look at the lace. And she's put a brad in it, so I could, you know, I could dangle that on something if I wanted to, like on a gift, on a basket, in my junk journal. And then Beware of Midnight. Oh, cute. I recognize that. I think that's a napkin. The Witching Hour napkin that's in my shop. Secret Black and Midnight, it says. Beware of Midnight, she's calling it. And she made this. See, I love that it has the date. It has who made it. She made this one on September 18th, this one on September 7th, this one on September 22nd. Got me a fiddle, it says. I love that she put the jute there to represent her, like, pigtails, her hair. It's cute. All right, I love them. I love them. Collecting and trading ATC cards can be so much fun. I'm going to do this since I mangled this on this side. This paper will not go to waste, but I think I'll just chop off that part that I mangled and see if I can salvage. Yep. This will get used. In fact, let's put it aside. Maybe we can use it in today's junk journal. Karen, thank you for the ATC cards, darling. I want to put this aside too, so I remember to send her a little personal thank you note. Oh, good gravy, Kathy. Good luck to you, my friend. Good luck to you. Hi, Janet. I see you. ATC cards are artist trading cards, and you have been out of the loop. We launched the new membership box for the artist trading cards in August. First box went out in September. So our second box goes out today, and it's a monthly subscription box that you get a mystery package of supplies. And then we create together live, making these little artist trading cards. These have been around for years. The whole premise of this is a 2.5 by 3.5 inch card that you create on, whether you like to paint whether you like to draw, sketch, paper collage, mixed media, totally up to you. And you can see Karen did mixed media on this one. And then you put your info on the back and you trade them with people so that you can collect and trade. It has been really fun. I've made ATC cards over the years for a long time. I've known about them, but I've never gotten into a group that allowed me to regularly share with other people. So I am very happy that we got this group up and going. It's so there are 4 collaborators. It's me, it's Lisa from Lisa Boone Design. She sent me this for next week. We're doing a little mini event next week. She and I exchanging mystery boxes, and then we're going to go live together and create with what we sent each other. And this week, it's Amanda from Simply Amazing Art and Michelle from Michelle Bell's Creations. They are the other 2 collaborators, and they are doing their little mystery event this week. All right, that's all gone. It feels like a chore sometimes to drink that. It tastes like strawberry and vanilla, so it's nothing like, there's nothing bad about it in terms of the taste, but I only drink it because I need the protein. So that's the part that feels like a chore. Okay, I'm going to grab the same junk journal I've been working on that started from Junk Journal Jamboree this month. So let's take a look at it. And since we met last on this book, I had sewn in this little lace pocket in the front here, and I used glue. The glue goes right through the lace, and it just needs to sit for a long time, opened like this so that it can dry. And that happened. And then in the meantime, since we've last met, I also did one on the back. So same exact thing, just a little piece of lace. It's a really beautiful lace, actually, that I folded down and then stuck in there. I kept the other piece of lace. This is the piece that's left. So this was the lace, and I folded this over, cut it to size, and then glued it in there to make pockets. And then this piece, it won't go to waste. Of course, it'll get used somewhere in here. So we're left to decorating pages, and this will match really well if we have any blank pages that need something on them. Like we could just decoupage this or glue this down like here. This is just coffee stained paper, right? There's not a lot going on there. But I put it aside because maybe I could use it on the paper bag. That might be cool on the paper bag. Anyway, I'm going to pull out the book itself. Many of the little tinies that we made for inside the book are already in here. Oh, and that little tag. So we're going to continue with that process of decorating the inside. Let me just see what I might want from the basket, the box. Maybe nothing right now. Liar. I said maybe nothing, and then I am pulling stuff out of here. I have leftover pages, leftover bits and bobs from the actual kit, so we can make pockets out of some of these. These could make like really pretty I can't think was right. Pockets that these are even wider, so these are better. I'm thinking I could make some, what is it called? I can't think of my words, girls. Just like layered pockets out of these. Just look. Oh, I still have my envelopes in here to use, and I wanted to make some flip outs with those. So I have plenty of stuff to still use in this book. And my other goal for today was to use some washi tape. Now, this was the book that I used some washi tape in, right? Let's remind myself, because you know me, I got so much going on. Okay, hold on. Let's get this bigger here so you can see the screen, or the no more Happy Mail. I got 2 sets of Happy Mail from 2 different people, so that was really fun. But we're on to working on the book. Okay, so I just need to remind myself what's in here, because as you know, I do have several projects going on. Here are all the things that I've been, last time we were together, I created for using in here. This would be a good, this is really thick. Is this glued together? It is. It's just this section didn't get glued together real well. Of course, I missed my corners, girls. This page is really nice and thick. It was a card. This is cardstock, and then I glued to it a piece of regular paper that looks like old line paper. That would be a good place for those pockets because the cardstock can really handle the weight of them. There's my little teacup pocket that I made, and I do love the idea of putting a little bit of tea, a tea packet in there, and I think that's what I'm going to do. This is the other side of that same paper that I said is really thick and could easily withstand these pockets. They also, because it's nice and thick, could handle if I want to do a flip out, if I want to create a flip out like this with this envelope. I just have to decide how I want to do it. And then I like that there actually. And maybe, no, you know what? This is so plain that I think putting these on here as pockets would really dress up this page. So these might end up here as pockets. And then the flip out could go on some other page that isn't as plain like this one. Let's keep flipping, and I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me flip and see what else we got going on. This could use something real pretty too. Maybe this is a flip out for this side. I absolutely, oh, here's my washi tape. Yes. So I used this washi tape on this page because remember it didn't print out right and I needed to cover, there was a big white, I could have just cut it, but there was a big white strip of just white from the paper. It did not print all the way to the edge. So I covered that with washi tape and I think it turned out great. So yes, if I can work in some more of this washi tape in this book, that would be lovely. For example, I could cover some of this page, the back of that. Again, getting ahead of myself. I get so excited. I just need to remind myself all the pages that I have to decorate in here. I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do with them. I love that. I love those. Now, this is all white up here, which isn't necessarily a bad thing because this is very bold, this being all white. It's from a book page, you know, that I tore out of one of my art books, it looks like. Okay, let's go back. I'm pretty comfortable with making some pockets on this page. So let's do that with these. What is that? I don't know if that, it's not on there. It's like printed into, I don't know if that's just like my printer made a boo-boo or if that's on that page. I doubt it. I have a feeling it was my printer making a boo-boo there. It's okay. It's all good. Actually, to be nice and consistent, let's use this. So we have a nice, straight, consistent cut. And I am going to make some pocket, like a layered pocket out of these. Let's just layer them up. Uh-oh, that was a little crooked. Dun, 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 dun. Imagine. Grace cutting crooked? What? So it's Tuesday. What does Tuesday bring for you? Is there something on your Tuesday schedule that's like a regular thing that happens? For me, Tuesdays used to be late night crafting, but I have been changing my schedule up a bit to accommodate. Mainly, I did a poll in the Craft Therapy Club to ask them when they most wanted me to be live so that we could hang out on a regular and they could make it to the lives. And so like tonight we're playing bingo for prizes at 7 p.m. I had been doing that in the morning, but then from the poll I learned that mornings are tough for everybody. So even though many of the ladies in my group are retired from working full-time, some of them still volunteer, work part-time, or take care of the kids, grandkids, that kind of stuff. So I made some adjustments to my schedule to make sure that I could accommodate everybody in the group as best possible. So tonight we're playing bingo at 7 p.m. for prizes. So if you're not a member of the Craft Therapy Club and you think you'll want to be, go ahead and join and then get access to that group by the end of the day. We can play bingo together. It's just literally bingo. There's no crafting involved other than the prizes are craft prizes. So isn't that cute? That will make some seriously cute pockets. They are rather narrow. I will admit that. I think I'm going to put a little notch in each of the tops of these. Find my 1-inch punch. I think it makes them a little more decorative. So I need to find my middle, which I do with my little finger press, and it's easier for me to see. I want to poke just a little notch because I really like that look, and I might distress it just a bit. I could use this as my guide, actually. Yeah, I must have spilled ink or something on that because look, it's on the back too. Looks like it was my fault. I'm using this as my guide now for all of them. I really like that roses to show rather than the book page. Pretty, pretty, I must say. There. I want this one on the bottom because I want to see the whole rose. Let's get a little distressing. You're making gnomes today. What's everybody else up to? Who's doing what? Please share. I feel like I have a lot of catching up to do. My floor is desperately washed. I pulled out the mop and the bucket today. I'm like, okay, Grace, there's no more avoiding it. I got to get it done. Man, 60% of our upstairs is hardwood floor. Not hardwood, but like a laminate, you know. But I got to mop it. I got to get it cleaned up. Living with boys is messy sometimes. So we got to do a little work there. Now I just have to decide how far apart do I want these. They don't have to all equally be. And actually, I got the stripe here and I have a little bit of stripe there, and I'm not sure that I want those together. So could I do this to break it up a little bit? Yes, I could. Very pretty. Much better. All right, those are going to get glued down, and you get to decide. We're going to glue the top one down first. I'm going to go lower to the page. We're going to glue the top one down first. Let me get some marks on the page to help me. Okay, so I'll just use a chalk pencil, which easily erases, and this is going to tell me my top. This will tell me my bottom, and I can figure out the middles. But what I do need to decide is whenever it's just a single pocket, I glue sides and bottom. That gives you your pocket. When you're doing this like layered pocket, you could do just the sides, and that would leave this bottom open so that you could put things in there deeper. Because if you can glue it, and then it's going to be a real shallow pocket, it'll stop there. Wow, that's actually really cute. Or you could leave the bottom open where you still have room to stuff things down below, even though it has other covers on it. So I think I'm just going to do the sides. I don't normally do that, but that's what I'm going to do. Just because that's what I'm going to do. There doesn't need to be any rhyme or reason. I'm going to shake this glue up. I'm going to Walmart today. We're very limited, you know, in the stores that we have. We only have a Walmart for craft supplies. That's our only option here in town. And I am going to go today and I'm going to get myself some new Fabrifix. And I'm going to throw out that old bottle because it has been driving me crazy for weeks that it's not working. The bottle keeps like jamming up on me. So I'm going to go get a new bottle. It's time, girls, for Gracie to get a new bottle of glue. Okay, I'm just doing the sides now. I'm not going to do the bottom. It is rather important to make sure this is straight, because if that's offline, everything that's going to be lined up with it is going to be offline too in terms of straightness. That'll be good. Okay, that one's glued in. Now, I know the bottom one's going to sit here, so I need to evenly distribute. You don't have to be even. Truly, you don't have to be, but I would like to evenly distribute these pockets. So this one is going to be, the top is going to be right there. Just using a little chalk to determine the top. Woo, we got some oozing glue here, girls. I don't want to glue like too far into the pocket because I want the pocket to be open to hold tags and stuff. This one wants to clump up too. It's me. I have such a love-hate relationship with my blues. Oh, there's my little line. I know you can't see it, but I promise you I can see it right there on my page. Now this one we are going to glue the bottom. Let's clean up the glue mess that I made though, because we do need this one to stop at the bottom. We don't want anything falling through. Oh my goodness, so pretty, right? I love them. I love them. And you know what? She's really cute right there. She actually matches really well. She's just perfect on this page. So I think she's going to end up in here. I also have, remember, I made this little trifold, which could be a journaling spot. That could go in one of these pockets. That would fit well. And I have this little booklet that I made, like a mini journal, and I'm going to save that for a different page so there's not too much in one spot. Okay. That was successful. There's nothing oozing and wet here, so we can move on and do the next page. And I think in here is where I'm going to do, this is just so pretty on this side. This envelope that I made, I took decorative paper and I printed the envelope template on it. And I really would love for this to be seen because it's gorgeous. So I could glue it this way and have it open. It doesn't always have to open to the outside. The other way to do it is this way so that you flip it like that. So I think that's what I'm going to end up doing. Hey, Maureen. Yeah, we just started though. Like we've only been on for a half hour and I opened, look at what's happening. I opened up Happy Mail and we glued together a box. So we've only been working on the book for a few minutes, but yes, of course, I would always love for you to go and watch the replay. Always, always. I better cover that up. It's just making a big old gluey mess for me. So Kathy's making gnomes. Janet is here. Mary Lanovic is here. Debbie and Missy. Diana's here. Girls, what are you up to today? Talk to me, friends. I got to decide what to do with this bag. I don't think I want that bag in its entirety. I think I'm going to cut this part down, but I don't know yet what I'm going to do with it. Checking to see what, is there any comments that I'm missing? My glue is possessed. I know. What's up with that? I think I'm going to hinge this way. And let's use some decorative washi tape to do it. This is gorgeous and I love it. So I think we're going to use this. I better measure though. Digging out a ruler. I need it to be 6 1/4 inch long. Now I have this ugly tear here and I don't want that in my book. I want it to be straight. Imagine that. So I'm going to at least straighten it out even if it's not perfectly straight. And what did I say? 6 1/4 inches. I think that's what I said. This is really not accurate at all. I don't know why I do it to myself. When I play these games, be way easier to do it this way. Okay, look, then I can get a straight edge here instead of this crooked edge. If I would just use my tools instead of lazy crafting that I like to do. Now, normally I wouldn't care, but today I feel like For some reason, if this isn't precise, I'm going to be mad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not mad. And a quarter. Not mad. That's not the right word. Irritated? Maybe irritated is the word. Look how pretty this paper is, this washi tape is. I mean, what gives you the right? That would make the prettiest wallpaper if I could duplicate it, right? All right, this is going to become our hinge tape. This is easy breezy, girls. Easy breezy. I want this. Think about it, Grace. If I wanted this to be plain, I'm going to glue it this way. If I want this to be showing, then I'm going to glue it this way. And I do kind of want this showing, although I don't think I want this on the inside because that's a little hard to manage getting things in. I think I'll hinge it this way so that I can put things in easily from there. That means the tape is going to go here like this, but we have to glue it, right? So the first thing we're going to do is peel the tape and get some glue on it, like extra glue. That's not working. All that's doing is cutting. It's not peeling back the paper part of it. My tweezers always do the job. There we go. Okay. So I need to glue this here like this. So first, let's just take the backing off. Oh, I've got some extra tape on here. Be a love and just peel off nicely. Thank you. That's not very pretty right there. That's okay. We're going to leave it anyway because we don't throw anything out. You girls know me. Oh, wait, come on. Temporary adhesion. Okay. Most often I use my glue stick on my washi tape to get it to glue down. I need like octopus limbs here to do this. I'm not feeling very coordinated lately at all. Like, I don't know. Do you get less coordination as you get older? Because I am feeling seriously not coordinated lately. Like the capacity of my coordination has declined greatly over the last few years. Look at, that's going to be so pretty. That'll get glued there so that the hinge, you can't see the hinge from the outside. That's too close though. I better decide my location of it before I glue it down. Like that's perfect because that kind of sits at a good place there. Maybe even, you know, it feels a little weird, but maybe even just a tad closer like that. That'd be lovely. So Grace, with my little chalk pencil. That's not a chalk pencil. Here it is. It's really hard to see on that pink, but I want to give myself a little mark so I know where to put my tape. I can see it. I know it's probably really hard for you to see, but I promise you I can see it. And you're being a stinker. I really want to goob it up, if that's such a word. Lube it up, goob it up, get it gopped up with lots of nice glue. Make sure it's not going to go anywhere. There's one. And there's the other. And any of the excess glue I want to wipe off of my envelope right here. Oh, I need a new paper towel. Look at that. Because I don't want any of that wet glue. It's still tacky, but I don't want that, when this closes, I don't want that to stick to this page. So while that's drying, let's figure out what we're going to do with this. Okay, I don't love how big this is, so I want to cut it back. Maybe I'll just cut it so we get rid of these words, and then would have a little flap there. I'm going to take a peek real quick at my, find your words, Gracie, at my, what am I trying to say? Punches, my decorative punches, to see if I have something that could make this even a little more fancy pantsy. I know I'm banging around like something like that. That I cut the edges with. Wouldn't that be pretty? So before we do anything, let's cut that edge off because I know I don't want it. And we're going to cut off so that we don't have any of that. That means I'm going to be right there. My wine bag. Cutting off the old wino bag. Oh, that was one cut that made that really easy. Now, I don't have to fold it at that point. I could fold it anywhere over here. And paper that I got in the Happy Mail might be a cute cover for this on the inside. Different, right? Because everything else is so feminine in this book. Look at the cool car. Wouldn't that be cool on here? Is this? Yeah, it's folded over. That might be really cool, you guys, right there. I think I'm going to do it. I don't know why. I feel like be just kind of like an interesting contrast to all the florals. Where did my glue stick go? Let's try the glue stick. Hey, Michelle, how are you? Thanks for visiting, my friend. You think so? Kathy's saying that dexterity and coordination decline with age. Maybe it's a Bruno thing, Kat. You know, girls, Kathy is my sister, so maybe it's just in our Higgins thing. You know what? The way that Dad aged so well, I'm going to blame it on the, on the Irish side of us, on the Higgins. I'm going to blame it on my mother's side, my poor mom. That's what I'm doing. I think it's a Higgins thing, and I think, Kathy, you and I might have gotten that trait. Lack of coordination. Lack of balance. I mean, just fill in the blank. Although I will say this, I can't cook worth a lick. I was messaging my family chat the other day and asking everybody, how do you make a roast beef? Like, I made a roast beef. I had my husband go to the butcher shop and get a roast. I mean, it was not cheap. And I'm like, dang it, I'm going to mess this thing up. I know I am. Well, it didn't turn out terrible, but it did not turn out like my mother's roast beef that she used to make. And Kathy cooks. Kathy, whenever I'm cooking, I'm like, oh, I wish Kathy was here because she's such a dang good cook. And that's not from my mother's side either. I'm sorry to say it to my poor mama, but my dad was like the one who taught my mom how to cook. All right. This is going to be cute on there, I think. I think it's going to be cute. And I'm using up my Happy Mail that I just got, which makes me very happy indeed. Now, I'm not going to. You could flip. I'm not going to flip. We're not taking it that far. We're not going to be that frugal. Although I probably, to be honest with you, won't throw out the excess paper. I mean, who am I kidding? I am a true junk journaler. I'm not going to throw that out. Good gravy. That's perfectly good paper. And I can use it in my telephone book of scraps. It would be so much easier if I could just tear this. But alas, it will not let me. Not evenly anyway. I can't really see if I'm cutting straight. I don't want to cut my bag. All right, there. I didn't get it all, but if I could make this book do acrobatics and flip so that I can get my big wrist under here. That I like. And now let's washi tape the other side. You know what makes me happier more than anything is that I'm getting to use up stuff that would have gotten thrown out otherwise. Just because it's tissue paper that my Happy Mail was wrapped in doesn't mean it needs to go in the garbage. This is making me settled. There's a little bit of excess right there. I don't know why I'm being so finicky about it today. I would like for this to remain hidden. Bone folder, where are you? So I want to create a better crease in here. I think this bag had been folded once before, and it wants to fold at that pop place that it had been folded before. So I'm trying to recondition the paper to say, nope, you're not going to fold there. You're going to fold where I tell you to fold. And it's just like a 1/4 inch off from where it was folded before. Okay, so you're going to fold right there. That will not show any of that on the outside. But when you open it, you'll get that little treat. Now, we can keep this or we can get rid of it. I tend to think to keep it, but then I'm going to get rid of the gussets, especially right in here. I'm going to glue this together so that it stays closed. I don't want a big old wide open pocket. I want it to be small, and then I can put like paper in there and it'll hold it in place instead of risk being opened up with time. You know, like now that's going to stay more closed than it was before. Okay, then let's see if any of the papers that we have all these little cards from the kit. And maybe some of these were bigger than others. What are the bigger ones? These are the smaller ones. Where'd you put them, Gracie? Hello. Did I put them back in the box? Perhaps. Let's look in the box. I'm looking for bigger cards. I thought I had some that were bigger. Those are smaller. Smaller. Oh, I have this envelope yet to use. Don't forget about that. Yeah, these are all... Am I losing my mind, girls? These are such cute little... Maybe we can do a couple of these and just use washi tape or paper where these are gonna... It's not gonna cover the whole part. You see, it's just gonna cover part of it. But maybe I could use washi tape to fill in the other parts. Yep, this will fit. And if I fold this over, it'll fit and cover it up. Oh my gosh, my stomach now it's making some unruly noises from the protein shake, girls. Okay, my thought. We can make this wholly decorative. That means in its entirety. Good gravy, Grace. If I cover part of it up, like that would cover there. Washi tape. I just don't know that I want it that organized. Do I want to be that organized, meaning it's going to look the same on both sides. It's going to look exactly the same on both sides if I do it like this. But maybe that's okay. Just trying to decide, girls. There's nothing really major to see here other than Grace's indecisiveness. I am Junk Journal Jamboree. So whenever it's been Junk Journal Jamboree, you know, I usually do some prep, Michelle. And if you guys don't know Michelle, she has a business page called The Vintage Daisy. Michelle, if you have a YouTube channel, share your YouTube channel page link. I felt like it was really difficult to get out. Share it here for everybody so everybody can go find you. I want to find you too. Michelle was just discovering today that I had YouTube. She's like, I'm going to come visit you. So thank you for being true to your word and coming to say hello. Yes. So whenever Junk Journal Jamboree comes about, you know, we use, actually that is so much prettier on the brown paper because it's not so blatant, like not so super white as it was on its white backing paper. I always end up working on these Junk Journal Jamboree books for like a month. I am not a quick junk journaler. I really love to take my time, particularly on the inside of the book, doing all the decorating. So it takes me a hot month to get her done. So we just kind of milk it. I don't rush it. We just enjoy the process and putting them together. I'm loving this here. It's upside down though. I'll just use regular glue on this. Hey, Janet. Jennifer, you bought this kit too. Isn't it gorgeous? And you know, the beautiful thing about you and I having the same kit, or however many dozen people bought the kit when that coupon code was made available last week. And I'll tell you guys, I have it written down because we've been using a different Etsy store designer each month. So it's hard for me to remember from month to month whose was what. This one came from Blossom Paper Art. That's the name of the store, Blossom Paper Art. No spaces, on Etsy. Okay, and this was called Pink Vintage Papers. That's the name of the kit if you want it. Anyway, I have to have it close by to me or I'll never remember. Okay, what I was saying is, so Jennifer's saying she bought this kit too, and I think you and I using the same kit, our books could look similar, but they'll always be different. There'll always be something different about our books because we put our own other papers in there and supplies and our own personal flair to them, which just makes my heart happy. So I have this here. This has lots of roses on it and book pages. Actually, this one matches perfectly. Maybe it's too perfect. I didn't cut all of them because I thought, what if I want some of them to be foldable? Like, what if I need these later to fold? So I didn't cut them all apart, but I certainly could. I have lots of these left. Let's just go with this one because I have a couple of these left. Whoa, I almost dropped it. And you can see, I'll show you here in a second. It was in glue though. Got to take care of that. It was in glue. You can see the paper bag recycling. 100% cases, 100% recyclable. Yeah, it is because I used it in my junk journal. Friend, you can count on me to reuse. In fact, hey, hang tight. Wait, I threw something on my desk this morning that I thought I'm using this in my junk journal. I just, for the first time, put this sweater on, you guys. Kohl's.com, just basic kind of fall sweater. And it came with this, a bag of threads to match. So if I had to repair it, like I'm ever going to repair, I would have no idea. I would have no flipping idea how to repair a sweater. So the repair ain't happening. However, I was thinking these are soft and fluffy and they could be really pretty in my junk journal. So I'm going to, I think my plan was to make a little cluster somewhere and put this in with the cluster like I do so often. This is just like shocking because it doesn't match really. So do I want to do something? This is driving me crazy that I can't get that flush. And honestly, girls, normally that stuff doesn't bother me. I might have to put something in here to make it feel more aligned. Let me take a look at the tags that we got with this set. And I might do a little cluster in here with the tags. So this is gorgeous. And let me hope it's not 1 inch. That's definitely not one. It might be 1.5. I have a 1 inch hole punch and I have a 1.5. No, this one's 1 3/4. I think it's not big enough for that. I mean, see what I mean? I wish I had. If I use this, I will cut it down. We'll lose the blue frame. These are handy to have, although I will admit I don't want to have every size imaginable because then it just takes up too much room in your life. I almost feel like these are all a little bit too small. And then what happens if I took something like this and did a little cluster with this. I really love the car and I want the car to stay there. So if nothing else, I'm going to glue this down just to break it up a little bit. So I don't need to see this woodworking machinery. I love the car more than anything. So since it's just kind of sitting there on that tissue paper, I like the boat too. Horton Boats in Rochester, New York. Let's just do this and that'll cover up much of that so it's not so industrial looking. And we just have the little car. I like that even better. And maybe at some point, maybe I could take some of these and do a little clustering here. Why not, Gracie? I like the word calm. Let's cut out a few of these and see if we can make something of them. I'm going to get a couple that are just a different. Why 35? I have no idea, but I like it. I also like the number 34 because it's a little bigger. So let's take the number 34. I really prefer not to cut these all out until I'm ready to use them. That way I can look at them all on one sheet and decide what I want. Once they're all cut into itty bitty pieces and I have to put them in an envelope, for me, that's just a little more intimidating, not intimidating, but overwhelming to try to open the envelope and find what I need. It's just me. Doesn't mean it's the right way or wrong way to do it. It's just the way that I do it. I really like those tags to stay on their main sheet until I'm ready to use them. Every single time I want to do something, I have to like move everything around. So if you hear all this ruckus in the background, it's because I have so little space. I'm just kicking things around. If you know me well, my husband would be saying, Grace, you're so rammy. I am. I'm so rammy. Like, you hear me kicking things and pushing them aside so I can get to what I want to do. So what if we just put a couple of these on here? And the circle one is going to break up all the squares here. I don't think this is cut all the way right. Talk about trying to be, I'm not generally this precise, girls. I don't know what's gotten into me today. Okay, 1, 2, maybe 3 of them, and we'll go with the circle because I really like the little birdie. Hey, Janice. No, nothing in that protein shake. I wish there were. No. Listen, I've been feeling like total crud lately, like bad. Just overall feeling like crud. I don't know if it's my age. I don't know if it's the weather change. I don't know if it's hormones. I have no idea. But today I didn't feel half bad. I didn't feel all the way bad, just half bad. So I think maybe I just have a little more pep in my step than you've been noticing lately. All right, look, this is what I was talking about, doing like just a little cluster of decorative things. She has given us these beautiful little things. Let's use them together. We're just going to cluster them on here. Maybe this is where my little bits of, I'm going to open this up. My threads can go in here. Soften this page up a little bit. And I don't have to use all of them, but look what they gave me. As if I'm ever, has anybody, I will send you an award. I mean, if you can tell me with all honesty that you have ever used this. It's like the buttons they send, honestly, of all the sweaters and jackets. And tell me in the comments, have you ever used any of this stuff that they send you? You know, I mean, maybe way back in the day when clothing manufacturing had just like started as opposed to being handmade, they decided that there might be some handmakers out there who really want to mend their sweater. But I'll tell you what, I haven't met a single one of them, right, Michelle? Right? I'm going to stuff this under here just as like a little cluster of goodness. I don't know why. It's because I have it and I don't know what else to do with it. So it's going to go behind the bird on the lower part because it's getting in the way in the higher end. So I'm going to stick it under here and no, you said the lower end, Gracie. Duh. I went the wrong way. I went the wrong way. All right. Why not? Kind of makes me think of a nest, actually. We're going to stick this there. That's exactly what we're going to do because why not? We got it. It's got to get used somehow. And that is what junk journaling is. It's taking the stuff, that little bit of thread that came from the sweater I have on today, because I opened it and decided I'm not throwing it out. I'm never going to use it on my sweater, but I can stuff it in my junk journal. I got to make sure that I'm within my fold here. So I still have a little more that I can use later. In the meantime, let's just glue this bad boy down. Whoa. I didn't think any glue was coming out, and then I saw that a whole lot of glue came out just then. I'm going to let this flow freely. I'm not going to try to, hold that one down. And then I'm just going to glue down 2 more of these in a little cluster. A cluster of goodies. One says calm, which we all need. A little piece of paper stuck under there that shouldn't have. And this one says number 34. I don't know why. I love random numbers. There's my fold. So I'm going to go up here with this one, kind of off a little bit. Cute. Cute, cute, cute. We got this here. It's kind of puffy, so it's holding the edge of my paper up. So I feel like I need to really glue the heck out of it and then push down pretty hard. In fact, this is a good space for the proverbial clip. To hold that down while it's gluing. Thankfully, it's close enough to the edge. Otherwise, you need a clip with a long neck, because if it was in the middle, I would need to be able to reach it. It's good to have little clips and big clips. Okay. So far, I'm liking what we see. This is no longer tacky, thankfully, so it means we can move on. I may want to put something here. Something decorative here. And I've been doing a lot with these. I may just grab a person. That doesn't sound right, but I may just, instead of just putting another tag or another floral, which I actually did grab. Girls, listen, all the banging and the clanging, it's just because I have no room in this room. I did grab this thinking I could use like one of these florals somewhere in here. Yes, absolutely. But I'm thinking I should hide a little girl back here. A little girl. So I'm going to grab 2 things. First of all, hi. This is me back here in my tiny little space. Oh, I got paper on my boob. My tiny little space. I got this big folder. It's kind of where I've been. I grabbed this at the thrift store. I don't know why I never thought to grab one otherwise. Oh, look at it. It was $1.99 at the thrift store. It's in great shape. It's purple, kind of purplish. But I had these like folders just sitting over here just on their own. And then I thought, look, I can put them all in the same thing. But let's look in the folder and see what we have. So this says art journal images. Art journaling images, like things I might use in art journals. There are my criminals. So maybe there's, oh, girls struggling for space. Maybe there's something in here I could use. Oh, a butterfly would even work. And some fall leaves. I got my fox we're using. Yes, this is the fox we're using in the Craft Therapy Club. This one, we're doing a mixed media fall fox. And it's that fox, that little cutie pie right there that we're going to be using. But I'm just looking for, those are like patriotic, so not the right ones. These are all Dina Waite, the tissue paper, not the right ones. Some frames. So what I'm doing is just searching for something I might already have in my stash printed that I could put glue down in there just as a person, like some little character. So I'm going back to my bin. Hold on, girls. I have some fairies. I don't want a fairy in there. That's too fall. Little squirrel. This I love. I printed it out when I did my, isn't she gorgeous? Oh, I love her. I printed her out when I did that other, the art journal page in the Craft Therapy Club. And I ended up using the boy. But man, I love her. I wish she was smaller because I would love her in this book, actually. Is there a place we can fit her? I mean, she's half size. She's half page size. Forget about you for a minute. Maybe I will put a person there, but let's just find a blank paper. Where could I stuff her? She's fabulous. Oh, the green in her shirt matches the green here. This is coffee stained. I think I'm going to fussy cut her out. Yes, ma'am. You love this journal, Jeanette? Maureen, you put what in a decorative journal and that's where they stay? Tell me, my friend. She said, I put them in a decorative journal and that's where they stay. I'm sorry I didn't see that comment earlier because I don't know what you're referring to, but I would love to know, Maureen. All right, I'm fussy cutting out her braids. We're losing just a little bit of, there are like some, in this painting, there are some stray hairs of, that add some beautiful detail, but we're going to lose that. I mean, to me, it's worth it. I'm not fussy cutting around all those flowers. I ain't doing it. You can do it if you want to. That ain't my jam. I can't. I don't have the energy. I don't have the patience. I'm like a little kid. I want my ice cream now. I don't care that I don't got a spoon. I'll just use my fingers to eat it. I mean, I have no patience. I'm not cutting all that out. You could if you wanted to. It would be lovely if you did. It's just not me. I'm not doing it. I'm too excited to get her in on this page. Oh boy. Her eyelashes extend a little bit beyond. We're losing a bit of a lash there, girlfriend. Your lashes are beautiful, but we're going to lose a bit. You need good, sharp scissors to do this kind of cutting. And thin. You don't want those really thick plastic ones. I find that the metal ones have thinner blade here on the inside, which I think makes a sharper, finer cut. All right, we got rid of all that background, which was just brown. And I think, why not? She's glorious, girls. I was thinking about cutting a little bit of her body off. I know it sounds awful because I didn't think she was going to fit otherwise, but no, she fits perfectly on this page. Do you think this is where she belongs? I like her next to the greenery, but you tell me, because I equally like her here. I really like her here too, you guys. Where do I put her? Hold on. Let's look. Let's make ourselves even more confused. No, we have plans for that page. You can close for a minute. No, there's too much going on here. She needs her own space, man. I don't want her facing off the page. So she's not going on this side. I don't know why. That's just how I feel about it. Nope, she don't belong there. See, it's funny because when you start going through, I don't know if you're like me anyway, you start going through and you start thinking, there's a place for her. She belongs somewhere in here. And I have to visually see her on each page to decide. I don't think she belongs there. I don't think that's it. It has to be on the side to me. It's like non-negotiable for me. I love her there. Guys, I know I'm a little crazy this morning. I love her there. Nope. You just have to go with it. And there's no right or wrong answer. It just is whatever you. Should she be peeking out from here? No, I don't want to cover any of her up. She's too gorgeous. I don't know. I'm thinking either this page. Oh, I'm kind of liking that page more now. I originally was going to do this, but I think this page is more feminine. Come on, flip a doodle for me. Okay, so it's either between this page, 1, and I lost my other page. Here it is. That was easy to find. 1 or 2. The words in the tiny flowers, Kimberly. Maureen says page 2. Page 1. Page 2. I think she belongs here. Kimberly says 2. Oh, she's gorgeous, right? Just for that little bit of extra effort. Maureen says fussy cutting her was a good idea. Her flowers and her hair. Honestly, it is a painting, but the detail makes it look like a photograph. I'm telling you, it's a painting though. It's like an old painting. Oh, everybody's voting too. She belongs on number 2. The threads and button from New Clothing. I mean, come on. Oh, Lori went and got an allergy shot. Girl, I hope it's like for maintenance issue, right? Like just to keep you in good shape. My sister gets them too regularly. All right, she's going on page 2. You all voted with me. See, we're all like-minded girls on this page here. Thanks for hanging out with me, you guys. Thanks to everyone, especially who made sure to say hello. I got to make sure I get my edges because I don't want her sticking up, and I'm so bad at the edges, girls. So I'm putting this glue like, I don't know, I'm not measuring it, but like 1/8 of an inch, 1/16 of an inch, or off the edge, from the edge. And then what I plan to do, and I've discovered that it really does matter. I'm going to put her down right on the edge there. And I'm going to push the glue. Remember, the glue is just a little bit in. So I'm going to push the glue out. And because, see, it's gonna ooze a little bit, but it's going to push the glue out and it's going to grab all those edges for the most part. I mean, it's not foolproof, but it's going to help you make sure that you got good edges there. She might be my favorite. Did I not put enough glue down here? I don't know, but let's reinforce. She seriously is the best. So I love her. She matches so perfectly. I might have to go get him. You know the him I speak of? I put him away already. My man that we used last week in the craft therapy club. I printed them out together. They came in the same set. They were together when I found them, and I printed them out. And he might belong in this book too. I don't know. Whoa! Sorry, girls. Scissors hit the floor. I'm not even gonna pick them up. I'm so sorry about that. That was like accosting to your ears. I know. Girls, this book is coming along beautifully. I don't know. I hope it's not painful for any of you. So comments appreciated. I hope it's not painful for any of you that these books take me months to put together, and you get bits and pieces of all of these books here on the public pages. Whenever we work on something like this in the Craft Therapy Club, we do it in its entirety because it's meant to be a workshop teaching you how to do it from start to finish. But what you see on the public pages is always like bits and pieces of it that you could collectively put together in your mind's eye. Take just parts of it for inspiration on what to do on your own books. But I hope it's not terribly torturous to you that it happens so slowly. I'm a slow book journaler. But you can see, truly, you can see how much I love the process. Like, it really does bring me joy. She's perfect, right? She's perfect. I love her too, Kimberly. Lori, I'm so glad you made it, even though you had to be, off because of your allergy shot. It really is important that you got to take care of ourselves first. So it's good that you're doing that. And fall is allergy. It's the time for those stinky allergies to come out and bug us. Fall and spring for me anyway. You do yours in bits too? Kimberly says I do my books in bits too. Missy, thanks for saying that. That's so helpful to see your comment. She says, I love that it takes forever because I need to take breaks and revisit. Yeah, I do too. In the creative process, I feel the same way. Like, I could not sit down and do a book in its entirety. I mean, I could if I had to, but it wouldn't be as enjoyable to me. I think I said this recently to you guys, and just to reiterate, for me, like, putting these books together is akin to reading a book. You're not going to sit down and read a 200-page book all at once. So most people don't. They can't. They have other obligations that they have to attend to besides just sitting and reading. So generally what happens if you've really gotten into a book and you're loving the characters and enjoying the story is you put the book down and then you go and do your laundry, or you go to work, or you go to wherever your doctor's appointments, wherever you go. But you think, oh, I can't wait to see what happens next in the story. You like look forward to picking up that book again to delve further into the story. That's how I feel about my junk journals. I really get excited about what's going to come next. And every time I come back to the book, I do a little flip through to see, okay, where did we leave off in the book? And what do we have left to do? I do need to get a little tea bag. Little tea bag is going to go in there. I love that idea. And whenever I do find something that I know I'm going to use this on this page, I just stick it in that page with the other things in that page. That probably is dry sufficiently enough, actually. I like her up here with her little peekaboo eyes. I just think that's so cute. It just makes me happy. So that's what I'm going to do. And then this one can go down there. This looks torn, but I don't think it is. I think it's just, oh, it's the way it got glued. It's two papers glued together. That's why it's so thick. This is the way it got glued. This, we have this. We can start stuffing things in. This is holding down my little circle. Yeah, it worked. So I don't need that there anymore. Lori, when you were gone, I don't know if you were here when I did this. Why are you not closing little door? Deal with it later. This shirt that I have on, I just took the tags off it this morning. I got it on Kohl's and it came with a little baggie with threads. Like, I am never going to use those. I will never mend. Not with threads like that. If I had to mend something, I would either use a patch or regular thread. But if it was that big of a hole, I wouldn't know how to mend it properly. Anyway, I used the threads here underneath this little cluster, some of them there, and I'm going to keep these with the kit. We'll use those somewhere else. Oh, I didn't realize we have two folds here. You know what I'm going to do? Why, Mr. Drawer, are you not closing properly? Something's stuck. Come on, baby doll. I'm going to grab another clip. Let's get a decorative one. Let's see if I can find a rose gold one because that would match my flowers. Let's find a rose gold. I have plenty of rose gold. Do I have a heart? I don't. It looks like a little place marker. We're going to put this on here so that this isn't flopping, so it stays closed. That way it's not getting in the way of this one. I didn't even think about that, having those two flaps there. It'll work. I got to do a little flip through just to see what we got. This is going to be a flap in here somehow, I think. I do not normally decorate these. Oh, she's just so perfect right there. You are such a welcome addition to this book. Thank you for being so lovely. I don't normally decorate every single page because I like to leave some blank spots for decorating further or writing in them. But this one still does need a little bit of work. There's plenty of room for growth. And I have plenty of, like this I made. I thought these two could be belly bands. I have plenty of stuff left from the kit and other things that I printed for this book that will get used in here. So today I gather up all my things. Now, this was the napkin that Carol just sent to me, and see how it doesn't really match? It doesn't really match anything, but it's so pretty. It might be a nice, refreshing element somehow. Maybe I can make a tag out of it. Here's some blue. Here's some blue. Maybe it goes here or somewhere near her. Her dress is blue. There's like almost no blue in here. There's some blue on her. Yeah, so maybe I'll put it in here. And you know what? It doesn't even have to be another element. I could, instead of thinking of this, like I have to make something out of this, I could just glue this down. In fact, I could just do it right now to make this page more decorative. And I'm not going to do the whole thing. I would do it more organically than that. I might even lose the whole blue band and just keep the florals. So what that means is, organic means I wouldn't want it to be perfect. It's just like paper collage. And I'm going to take the blue band off. So it just looks like a bit of some florals hanging out on this paper like that. Yep. That's what I'm going to do. That's how I'm going to use it. And you can glue stick napkins. You do not have to have a liquid glue. So what I'm going to do is put a whole bunch of this glue. It's going to be tacky everywhere where I put it, even if the napkin doesn't end up sitting in that tacky glue. What I'll do is I'll just leave this book open until it dries. I think no, I didn't miss a spot right there. It just looks like totally organic. There's a little bit of that blue band. I'm going to pull that off. And maybe I'll do just a little bit more down here somewhere. Nothing huge. Just a little spot of color. I don't like the shape of this one. First of all, let's get rid of the blue band. Don't want it. It's too linear for me. And then let's just glue in this section, both of these parts. Yep. Reshaping it my own way, just making it up as I go, but just getting a little bit of that color, a little bit of that really pretty floral design on there. And it's pulling the blue. This is real green, but that's real blue, and it's kind of pulling the purplish blue from her dress. It's like a periwinkle color. It's very pretty. All right, we're just going to leave that open to dry there until the next time we're ready. And maybe I'll just hold on to this because I have several pages of coffee stained paper in this book. So I think I'll just keep all of this in my bin with this kit because maybe I'll end up using the other bits of that napkin on the other coffee stained papers. Good use of the threads. Thanks, Lori. Yeah, I'll be live at 12:45. Hold on, 12:30. 12:30 Central Time on Facebook. I will be live for the Memory Decks event. We're making Memory Decks cards today. And if you are a Craft Therapy Club member, meet me inside the group tonight in Facebook for members of the Craft Therapy Club. We're playing bingo for prizes. So I hope you can be there. We usually play about 3 rounds, which is 3 prizes given out. It's just for fun, just for fellowship and fun. So I hope I'll see you guys there. Have a blessed afternoon. Thanks for being here, you guys. I appreciate you all.